A very good morning, everyone. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options and your morning market preparation video for November 15th, 2017. So yesterday we had this really nice rally back after that gap down, and it looked like the bulls were coming back into control. But what I want to point out, and it was really easy to get involved in this yesterday. I really wanted to buy yesterday. There were some really good signals. I avoided that temptation because of this. We are continuing to set lower highs in the daily candles. We are continuing to sell off, even though it's kind of hidden in that bullish rally toward the end of the day. And so I stuck with my guns and I did not add any new positions. As a matter of fact, I took some profits on stocks that were moving up, took some profits into strength. So it is very subtle in the warnings that this market has been giving us. And I've been suggesting over the last several days to raise your caution levels and to be careful. Now, this morning, futures are going to punish a little bit. And I hate these kind of events because it's uncontrollable by the retail trader. You know, everything looks good the night before or the afternoon before, and then we get a complete reversal in the morning futures. So you can see this morning, Dow futures are gapping down to this support level. Now it's going to be critical that we get a really good bull defense here. If the bulls do not defend this, and we happen to slip below here, just imagine in your mind's eye all of the stop loss orders that are setting underneath here. And if this pushes through here, we could see a very quick and nasty move lower. So be very careful. Do not chase this gap. Don't try to revenge trade this. If you're stopped out, consider that a good thing because it could have protected you from bigger losses. So be very, very careful here. Please do not emotionally trade this market. I know it's unfortunate. I know everyone hates this kind of move. New traders, experienced traders alike hate this kind of move because it's completely out of their control. And it's one of those things that make you realize that, to be honest, you've never had any control in the market. All we can do is plan our trades carefully and manage those trades as we see fit. Now, if you learn to read price action, you can avoid adding new risk during this period and creating or exacerbating that problem when we get these big overnight swings. So be very, very careful here as you move forward. Please do not chase this thing or get involved in revenge trading. Let the market settle down. And please keep in mind that today we could very easily see the VIX. We could very easily see the VIX gap up substantially. And when the VIX rises like that, we have the propensity for very big swings intraday in the market. So we could see lots of whipsaw price activity, lots of false signals intraday as this thing swings back and forth very, very quickly, and all of that emotion that's wrapped up in the price right now kind of spills out all at once. So be real careful about trying to grab that quick intraday trade to try and get your money back if you've lost money, or trying to master that exit for a profit and catch a few more pennies on it, because it can really punish you if you play that game. So let's take a look at the SPY. SPY is also in a really critical position here. If we look and focus across these tails right underneath here, and I'm going to draw a line underneath there, and notice how, and I'm going to make sure it's nice and straight, those lines are kind of setting up a level in here where the bulls have been defending. Now, notice that we're going to gap down very close to that this morning. And here again, just imagine in your mind's eye a lot of stop losses sitting under here. If the bears push through here, we could see a really nasty day come into play. Okay, so be really careful, be a little bit cautious. Let's take a look at the Qs. The Qs have held up really, really well. But again, we have a little level right here. It's not a substantial level or anything like that, but there is price action in here that's suggesting that we could see really quick selling below this level. So watch that closely. We need to hold that. We need those bulls to come in and defend this price low. They may very well do that, and we may rally the entire day. But and that's awesome. I mean, if the bulls come in and defend and do that, that's a great thing. It adds a little more confusion to the trading, but it's a great thing. Now, if we do happen to fail and break down, be careful not to chase a short. I see a lot of people talking about how they just want to jump short right now. Remember, it's not the first move down that's the one that is really going to be substantial. That move down that's created here only becomes a problem if the rally back fails to make a new high. That's when the real selling will come in, and we can actually place trades here with a good defensible stop and allow that move down. If you're an Elliott wave theorist, just kind of think of this as wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3. You know, we wait for that rally back before we really get involved in shorting the market, because that failure right there is what will create the big move down. Okay? And that, by the way, that can take weeks, months even to occur. So there's no rush here. Just protect your capital and be wise about not chasing this market. Now, the IWM has been signaling all along. It's not happy. There's no warm and fuzzies here in IWM, and I highly suspect IWM is going to come down here and test this low. Now, I'm not saying today, but I think that's where we're going, and it's gapping down below all of these lows here this morning, and I suspect could easily slip right down here. Now the test will be, will it hold? If it holds, great. We have, a good sign here that things may hang on. But if we drop right on through there, that would be kind of a problem. So keep an eye on that. We've already taken a look at the VIX. Just realize that the VIX will rally today. Now, when the VIX rallies, we can expect, whipsaw price action, very quick reversals intraday. So be careful of that. So on the economic calendar, we have a big day, and we have news that could still move this market around significantly. Prior to the open, we have consumer price index coming out at 8:30, retail sales also at 8:30. Both of those are big numbers that can move the market around. Also at 8:30, we have the Empire State Manufacturing Survey. I don't think anything in here is expecting really bad numbers or anything that would be bad. I do think there is a possibility that we could see some slowing in these numbers over last month. Business inventories at 10 o'clock, the really important oil status report. And I think right now they're kind of projecting that demand is diminishing, which could raise supplies, and that could not come at a worse time for the market when we're trying to defend a support level. If we start seeing those oil service companies start to sell off, that will affect probably the overall market. And then at 4, we have Treasury Department and a Fed speaker. So lots on the calendar for today. On the earnings calendar, we have a lighter day than we've had here recently. We've only got about 70 companies reporting earnings this morning. And these numbers continue to move around here a little bit, but we got about 70 companies reporting. About 100 companies reporting here today. And that is moving around quite a bit here on these numbers. But just know that there's a lot of emotion, a lot of things still going on this morning that could move this market around. So we're not finished. We could see the futures respond back higher. We could see them respond lower as a result. One of the things that we're seeing this morning is a lot of retail type earnings, like Target is reporting this morning before the bell. Looks like they missed on their earnings. They're looking to open down here. TJX is reporting this morning. I can't tell if it's reported here or not. I think Dick's Sporting Goods is reporting today. Looks like they got a positive report, and they're moving higher. But let's be honest here, there's nothing pretty about that chart. So lots of things that could still move us around in the market. So worth being very careful and very cautious. If you're an inexperienced trader, highly recommend standing aside. Do not get involved in this market right now. It's going to be really jumpy. It's going to be very challenging price action. And an inexperienced trader can just really give up a lot of capital fast in a market like that. So, hey everyone, if this is the first time you've seen this information, I do this every single day. I put this information out for the public. It's part of my market preparation. It's just not out of the kindness of my heart necessarily, but I do want to help. I have a passion for helping traders make better decisions and helping them to improve their trading results. So if you find this useful, please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button on YouTube. Click the follow me button on Facebook. And I really do appreciate those folks that are hitting those thumbs up buttons, because that helps a lot. That helps the algorithms of both Facebook, YouTube, and those places show my video to more people. And that is very helpful. So thank you to those that are doing that. And if you like to ask you to continue to do that, please. Also, feel free to drop a comment. Love to hear what you have to say. And feel free to share this video with any of your friends and family if you think it might be helpful to them. Everyone have a wonderful day. I wish you great profits, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Take care now.